Hello everyone, my name is Natalia Bru, and today I'm going to talk about major neurocognitive disorder, commonly known as the dementia. So, when we think about dementia, we usually think about the memory loss, but it actually affects much more than memory. It can impact a person's ability to complete everyday activity like dressing, eating, shopping, managing finances, and participation in the community. For an occupational therapy, this is especially important because our goal is to help people remain as independent and engaged in meaningful activity as possible. In this presentation, I will discuss how dementia affects occupation and how meaningful activities can support health and well-being, the role of occupational therapy, and the impact on families and caregivers. So now for major cognitive disorder, commonly known as the dementia, involves significant cognitive decline that can affect memory, attention, executive functioning, language, and social cognition. As the condition progresses, individuals may experience increasing difficulty completing everyday occupation independently, such as dressing, toileting, eating, shopping, and managing finances. So, I found that occupational therapy can improve activity of daily living and quality of life for people with dementia, while also reducing the caregiver burden. Also, I review that occupational therapy interventions for older adults with dementia and found that meaningful activities, recreational activities, and performance based interventions can contribute to improve quality of life. Together, these studies demonstrate the importance of addressing both cognitive challenges and occupational participation. In this presentation, I will discuss how dementia affects occupation and how meaningful occupation promotes health and well-being, the role of occupational therapy, and the impact on family and caregivers. Now, for how dementia affects occupation. So, dementia can significantly affect a person's ability to participate independently in everyday occupations. Cognitive changes in areas such as memory, attention, executive functioning, language, and perception can make familiar tasks increasingly difficult. For example, individuals with mild neurocognitive disorders may have difficulty with shopping, managing finances, reading, mobility in the community, and caring for others. As dementia progresses, individuals may experience greater difficulty with dressing, toileting, eating, and maintaining safety. So, these changes can reduce independence and participation in meaningful daily occupations. So, occupational therapy can help improve activity of daily living and quality of life for people with dementia. This highlights the importance of supporting occupational performance as a cognitive ability change. Now, for occupation, how occupation promotes health and well being. So, meaningful occupations play an important role in supporting health and well being for individuals with dementia. Engaging in familiar activities such as self care, household tasks, social participation, and leisure can provide structured routines and sense of purpose while encouraging continued participation in everyday life. As cognitive abilities change, occupational can be adapted to match the person's ability, preferences, and level of functioning. Simplifying tasks, modifying the environment, or providing guidance can allow individuals to maintain involved in occupational activities. So, supporting participation in daily occupations can help maintain functional abilities and promote independence for as long as possible, and support emotional well being by encouraging confidence by reducing the frustration. So, for occupational therapy connection, so occupational therapy plays an important role in helping individuals with dementia maintaining their ability to participate in everyday occupation for as long as possible. OT can address difficulty with activities of daily living such as dressing, toileting, eating, and other self-care tasks. As cognitive and functional abilities change, occupational therapists can adapt activity and provide strategies that match with the individual current ability. OT can also address the cognitive and behavioral challenges that interferes with the participation. So intervention may focus on improving cognitive functioning and maintaining the behavioral and psychological symptoms, supporting safe participation and maintaining independence. The goal is not only to complete a task, but also is to help the individual continue participating in meaningful activities and maintain their quality of life. The impact on family and caregivers, dementia can affect the dementia can affect significant uh, family members and caregivers because the individuals may gradually require more assistance with everyday activities. So, caregivers may help with dressing, toileting, eating, mobility, routines, and safety. As the condition progresses, behavioral and psychological changes can also make caregiving more challenging. Supporting individuals' independence is therefore important for the entire family. So, occupational therapy can help caregivers understand how to adapt activities and establish supportive routines and create safety for them and the safer environment. So, the chapter 12, the material identifies the caregiver support as an important part of managing major neurocognitive disorder by helping individuals participate in activities they can still perform. So OT can support the individuals while also helping reduce some of the demands placed on caregivers. So, in conclusion, major cognitive disorder affects much more than a person's memory and thinking. It can change how they participate in everyday life. As cognitive abilities decline, familiar occupations such as dressing, eating, managing the home, and participating in community and become increasingly difficult. However, maintaining meaningful occupations can help and support independence. structure, and well-being. Occupational therapy plays an important role by adapting activities, um, supporting daily functioning, and helping individuals participate in occupation for as long as possible. By supporting the person's participation and independence, occupational therapy can also help reduce some of the demands placed on families and caregivers. So, when we focus on what the person can still do and what is meaningful to them, we can help them maintaining participation, dignity, and quality of life throughout the progression of the dementia. So, thank you for your listening.